Yeah, we do have a lot of familiar faces because of a lot of returners from last year that got experience. But then 1/3 of our team is made up of freshmen, so there's a good mix there. Sometimes practices look great, and other times it looks like we are a junior high team. But the great thing is that there's been a lot of mentoring going on, and the guys that have returned for us are really speaking into the freshmen. So they are getting it, but there are ups and downs. The first practice of the season was really catastrophic in terms of our execution, but we've gotten better. And it's just getting everybody on the same page. And with the young guys, I mean, at this point they know what to do, but now they just have to do it consistently. So, but really pleased with the leadership of our upperclassmen. Yeah, we have 3 seniors. Ben Rose, and he'll be starting at the point guard, was a backup last year to Justice Rice, but really could have started if we just needed him at another position, but has done a great job of just leading at the point. He just doesn't turn the ball over. He's probably our best athlete, and it's very evident that he's improved his game. And then we have Josh Brown, and Josh will probably start at the center position, and he did last year as well. But Josh is one of those guys that he's just a system player, and maybe he couldn't play at other places or other schools, but for us, he's perfect just because he fits the switching man-to-man and the flex offense. And then we got Isaac Thrasher, and Isaac will be competing at the 2-guard spot. All 3 of those guys are great leaders. Isaac is probably of the 3 the most vocal guy, but they all bring their own personalities to the leadership position, and all of them are captains, along with one of our juniors, and that's Josh Bryant. Yeah, well, Josh, great example. I mean, this is a young man that got cut twice when he was in high school, and then now he's going to be a starter as a collegian, and got playing time 2 years ago as a freshman. Last year in our abbreviated season, unfortunately, he had a stress fracture, and so he missed most of the games. I think he played 2 games only. But I would say he's a poster boy for how we play, and just does all the little details right. And so, and he's also a vocal leader, but his actions speak for themselves. And then Elijah White, and Elijah will be another starter for us, 6'7", really mobile, a lefty, plays inside, but also has some outside skills. And he's just really hard to guard because he does have like a small forward mix of skills, but is really good inside, and probably our best shot blocker. And from where he was as a freshman compared to where he is now is really remarkable, because he started off as a JV player his freshman year, and then by the end of the season, when we went to the NCAAs, was getting significant minutes on the varsity team. And he broke into the starting lineup late last year, and he's going to start this year. And then Josh, he has maybe the body of a guard, but we're going to play him at the power forward position because he's really athletic, jumps out of the gym. And I told him just the other day that we want him to be like the tip of the spear, so coming off the bench and just giving us that spark. He's one of the fastest guys that we have on the team, and he's actually really good inside, and a very good defender on the inside as well as on the outside. So he's going to play like actually this very similar role to what he did last year, but we're really pleased with his progress. Now, some of the guys did break into the lineup because we had injuries early in the season, and so guys like Sam Schudel, who is one of our 2 guards, got playing time, and so did Chris Brooks, and both of those guys are going to see minutes this year. And then another surprise has been John Weir, and John did not get much time. In fact, I don't think he may have played just a couple minutes over our 12 games, but has really shown improvement. It's just very evident that he worked at the game over the summer. And so I think of the sophomore class, those are the 3 guys that are going to be getting minutes for us this year. Yeah, we have 8 freshmen, and they are, it's going to be a really good class. And some of them are going to be breaking into the varsity lineup, and those that are not, we are going to groom with our reserve team, which we have 10 games for. So they range from Christian Wiseman, who's almost 6'10", and to one of our guards, a local guy, Jonah Bach, who's from Erie, and he's about 6'1", 6'2", and then a bunch of 6'6" guys in the middle there. But really happy with them, and fortunately for them, fortunately for me and my patients, they're being mentored by the upperclassmen. And that's something that is really part of our culture. That's something that we've done for years and years. And it's showing now because of the progress that we're making in practice. It's not easy to get the our defense because we switch everything. So it takes a lot of mentoring by our upperclassmen, a lot of film work, and the guys are coming along. You know, last year was such an anomaly, and everyone had to go through it. So, you know, there wasn't a feeling of being sorry for yourself because everybody else in the basketball world was going through the same thing. And I certainly feel for the guys that had to play last year, the seniors that only had an abbreviated schedule. But thankfully, we were able to play half of our games. We played 12 games. But it's nice to just have that rhythm because I'm not used to anything else. You know, having coached, I think, for 35 years, I'm used to basketball practice. Well, as a college coach, starting on October 15th, when I was a high school coach, it was mid-November. And to having, and last year, having to start, oh shoot, I think it was late January, was just not that comfortable. So thankful for the normal rhythm of the season. I would say Westminster would be the clear favorite because of all the returners that they have. But there's a new coach at Mike Worrell at Bethany, so they're kind of an unknown. The other schools are probably like us, trying to get some newcomers on board really quick, knowing that they have to play. So I think it's anybody's game, but from 2 to 9 or 2 to 10, it's going to be a dogfight, but Westminster is clearly the favorite. The two statistical categories that we say are just of paramount importance are defensively, that we have to be good at field goal percentage defense and then be good at rebounding. And if that occurs, and we were nationally ranked in rebounding last year, and the best field goal percentage team, I think, in the conference last year, or maybe one or two. But we have to be good at those two things. And with the way we play, those are the two stats that we know are important. And so if we're high in those, then we'll be successful. And if not, it's because we haven't been successful in those two categories, which we emphasize every day.